Hello, family. So yesterday's episode, for those of you who are paying attention to this ongoing saga soap opera, a couple things. It was the first time that my granddaughter ever came to my channel. So I didn't know, I had no way of knowing that any of them were coming to my channel. There was a comment made, gosh, I don't know, a month or so ago by someone that I thought was one of the family members, but I wasn't sure. And then it was confirmed when they came in and made a comment. Only it wasn't. It happened to be Olivia's the father of her new baby, my great grandson Ronan. It was him because he came in yesterday and made a comment about, "Stop talking about my son, you crazy." So then I realized it was him. So I blocked him. I don't know him. We've never had a conversation. I know that he lost his job. They lost their apartment. He lost his car. That was not long ago. And they all ended up moving in together. My daughter and Olivia and him, and now the baby. So that's as much as I know about him. My granddaughter, I think the point of this episode really, honestly, is just I hope that some of you take a look at this conversation. If you think I enjoy putting this drama out there for all of you to see, I don't. I don't. I live a very quiet life. I need just to have quiet now. I'm much, much too broken to be involved in all that crap. So I guess I would just say to you, if you saw the episode or if you watched the episode and then you go in there and you take a look at the comments, I think I think there's validation in my truth when I say to you that the time that Olivia was leaned out that door, the car window of her mom's vehicle that time and made a puking sound toward me, and her mom laughed and sped away. I think if you take a look at the comments that you're seeing there, it doesn't make it hard to believe at all what I'm saying. Her mother also came in, my daughter, and I will tell you that I immediately, as soon as I saw my daughter's comment, I did a snip of the first part of her comment, right? I could see the first part and then read more, whatever. I did a snip just so I could have a copy of it to show you to post. I'm not doing this in silence anymore. If they're going to act like this, I'm going to put it out there. I'm not, there's no more silence going on. I saw that and I immediately blocked her. I did. I'm just, it's hard to describe because for any mother, I've heard it over and over and over and over and over again throughout the years with alienated parents, estranged parents who didn't choose this. None of us choose it. We're thrown into it. But every single time, it's always the same. We never thought it would happen to us, and then it does, and we're just treated with just unbelievable cruelty. And then finally you just get to a point where you're just done. And that's what happened. When Ronan was born, and it turns out it was a week ago today, let me just clarify for everyone, okay? That was the big thing they grabbed onto, because that's what they do. That's what, it's happened over and over and over again. There's one tiny little grain of truth they'll grab onto and then just gnaw the hell out of it. And I was wrong. I was wrong about the day he was born. It was 1 week ago today he was born, not yesterday. I will just say to you that I've been getting, right now it's the middle of the night, I've been getting just a few hours of sleep since he was born. And not just since then. I mean, this saga has been going on for years. You can imagine how wearing this is. So yes, I made a mistake. I was wrong. I was wrong. I don't know why my daughter has such a hard time believing that. You guys have probably heard me several times already. If you've been on this channel at all, you know I apologize when I'm wrong. I do. I mean, it's part of my recovery. So I think if you have it in you to do what I'm doing, which is to speak your truth publicly in a way that doesn't defame. I mean, I'm speaking everything that I have said, I can back up. I have documents going back decades. I have pictures. There's something that I'm doing. It's a massive project. It'll end up on this channel. It's actually part of what's made me so exhausted this week. Since Ronan was born, some fire lit up inside me. And it'll come out in the episode, but without question, it will have been the most important episode I'll ever have done to date when I do release that. And there's going to be a lot that comes out in that. And it's heavy duty. So I'll leave you with this. I know some of you, I saw some of your comments and you're all just really, really supportive, surprised. I can see in some of you that you're very, it's shocking, right? To see this kind of behavior. It really is. It's not normal. Remember I did that episode, It's Not Normal? It's not normal when your granddaughter tells you to shut up. That's not normal, you guys. My mother, oh my God, I cannot imagine what would have happened if we had told our grandmother to shut up. I mean, we would have, and to have parents, neither parent. Now, I try to give grace. I try to give grace, but neither parent addresses this. And in fact, one actively encourages it. Anyway, enough of that. I just wanted to put out this episode very quickly because for the, 12 of you watching right now, I don't know. There's no way to track it here, really. I do know that I looked at the stats and it's grown to 10% of the audience is men. I was really surprised by that. I mean, I'm glad. I really am glad for them in the room because it's important that we have a mix. As I was decorating yesterday, so I had reached the point of just being overwhelmed with everything I was doing, everything that was going on. So I just stopped it all. I went out I've been working on my Christmas display out on the sun porch. Been working on that for about a week. I'm really enjoying it. So yesterday I went out to finish up and I made the decision to put Ronan's ornament, the one that I mentioned in yesterday's episode that set everybody's hair on fire. I have to tell you, and I'll admit it, okay, so my daughter has spent years blocking me, banishing me, cutting me out of every social media account. I mean, just really cutting off every avenue so she could tell her stories, right? So now, I gotta tell you, it felt pretty good blocking her on YouTube. I never thought I'd say that. But I mean, what's even more fascinating to me is the fact that YouTube, you can block the user, but they have it, I guess, so that the user can still see the channel. They can watch the episodes. They just can't comment. Trust me here when I tell you. That has got to make her very unhappy. Isn't that really sad that I'm laughing? But that's what happens after years and years and years and years of being just treated so horrifically. To have just a little bit of Here, how do you like it? You know? Oh, golly. Feels good to laugh instead of cry. And that's, I wanted to share with you, the holidays are coming, right? So, I mean, Thanksgiving is just a few days, literally a couple days away right now. And so it's important to me because holidays are tough. I mean, that's one of the reasons I put that episode out there, is because in order for me to get through these holidays, I need to be able to express myself, right? And that's what I share with you, is if you're able to, if you can find it in yourself, do this. And you don't have to do what I'm doing. You don't have to try to launch your channel so that you can reach all kinds of alienated, estranged parents, people who are traumatized, etc. That's what I'm focused on. That's my mission. You don't have to do that. You can just have a tiny little channel where you speak your truth. And it is very healing to do that. It really is. To finally be able to have a voice. Being silenced and then having a story spun about you that just assassinates your character in every possible way. This old bird is done. We're not doing that. I'm not dancing anymore. I thank you for those of you who have stood up for me. I think you've noticed that I haven't fed into it at all. I told my granddaughter, you came to my channel. You didn't have to. You know, that's the truth. And I won't be silenced. I simply will not be silenced. We have been silenced long enough.